Hey, what's going on, my friends? It's Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. And hey, let's go ahead and bring him in. Ryan Halpert. Good Monday morning. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, Dave. How you doing?
Man, I couldn't be better. Wouldn't complain. Wouldn't do me any good, anyways.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I've actually been on a coffee kick lately. I see you're drinking coffee. I've normally never drink coffee, but I've been for whatever reason like craving coffee. So I've been going through like pod after pod of it here at the house. I actually don't have any I have any right now. I have my water just because, I don't want to mess anything up while I'm doing stuff online. But I mean, I've been drinking coffee like it's going out of style.
That's new for you. That's very different. That's odd.
It
Okay.
is.
All right. Well, as you start new chemical binges and introduce new addictive substances into your life, in your personal life, we're going to jump into how there's no shortcuts to creating quality content. And, before we jump into this, why do you think that this is important to talk about?
This is something that I talk about. I get this either as an email or as a question, like once a week. Somebody will come to me and they'll be inquiring about one of these services where they can pay somebody and then that person will distribute their content across 20 different profiles, or it'll be something where they can buy the views or they can buy the followers, and there's supposedly these engaged followers. And really what it is it's just something that sounds good that really never actually works. You're not going to be able to shortcut creating high quality content by using any of those types of services. And there's also just not going to be any kind of paid opportunity other than just actually running an ad with good content that's going to grow your account faster than it's going to grow organically. And it's something that comes up constantly. People bring it up all the time. People are always, well, that's a lot of what those spam comments you see on places like Instagram are to begin with. But when you have, when you have so many of those coming through, it's easy and it becomes a little bit tempting. And it does sound really, really, really good. But I do have some people I've worked with that have used them, and it didn't work, and that's not a surprise. So it's just there's not any shortcut that's going to exist. It's just not something that you're going to be able to do, and all of a sudden it's going to change the game for you. Really, what you have to focus on is just creating good quality content, because the fact of the matter is, behind this whole thing is that could work, that could potentially work, even if you see that these companies have testimonials and this person had a great experience, this person grew by X amount of followers, X amount of views. It's probably because that person had good content already to begin with. If you're somebody who's been posting and you've been at it for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever it's been, and you've only got 25 followers and you're not getting more than 200 views, taking that post and forcing it in front of people is not going to get you better results. It's not going to just all of a sudden make people care. I've fell victim to that myth myself. I thought, it was easy in the beginning to blame the algorithm and to blame the platform and say, oh, this is good shit. This damn platform just won't show it to people. And it's like, that's not, that wasn't the case at all. If I created stuff that was good, that people actually really wanted to watch, then I would get views. And when I started doing that and I started getting viral videos, then I'm like, okay, now I kind of figured out what it is that makes people actually want to watch my stuff. It didn't mean it was all of a sudden easy to create that stuff every single time, but it meant that, okay, now I know that I've got some content that I can put some spend behind if I really wanted to try and grow it faster. And I wasn't guessing or doing like what I call a Hail Mary by using some money to try and force something to grow that never was going to.
Well, speaking of no shortcuts for quality content, I mean, we've been in the labs creating some amazing content over the past month. We're coming out with some brand new Well, surprises that many of you will see here over the next few weeks. And we couldn't be more excited about them. We're going to be teaching the marketplace how to use AI in your marketing and how to sell products in the 2025 format. This kind of digital revolution that we've started in some ways and contributed to for sure over the past 8 years here since Legendary Marketer's been in existence. You know, there's not been a whole lot of things that have changed the game over those 8 years, or changed the business models, I guess, for lack of better terms. You know, selling courses, coaching, events, and doing affiliate marketing have been the thing that everybody's done. And why is that? Well, because they work. That's why we teach them. Selling digital products of those formats, right? The core 4 formats that we teach and talk about, you know, are where the money's still being made. People are still, and they're getting into it now in 2025, and they're excited about it as if it's brand new. It's not. We've been doing it and teaching it for a long time. But there is something that's brand new that has changed the game for digital marketers, real digital marketers. You know, people who are doing affiliate marketing, who are selling courses, who are selling coaching, who are selling events. That new breakthrough, that new thing is artificial intelligence. It's AI. That's the thing we've never had before. And so we've been creating a lot of content. Of course, we're talking about it. We're teaching about it constantly already inside of our curriculum, but never before have we taught about, put an entire curriculum together completely focused on integrating AI with your marketing. And that's what we're about to do. And that's what's rolling out here real soon. And we've actually got the rollout plan now. We've been working on this behind the scenes. This is something that we're doing here. We're rolling out a new challenge that's going to be rolling out here in the next few weeks. We're rolling out just new upgrades to our training. We're rolling out, you know, obviously an event that's going to be happening in Nashville, Tennessee. And that event's going to have a lot of AI focus. And it's, again, you're not going to be replaced. You're not going to be out earned. You're not going to be beat out in the marketplace by AI. It's not the robots. It's not the AI that's coming to take over. You're going to lose your spot if you do, to somebody who knows how to use AI in their business to give them super productivity power, super copywriting power, super video scripting powers, super sales writing, letter writing powers, sales video writing powers, all of these superpowers that even Ryan, you and I, through creating a lot of the content and a lot of the products and a lot of the new things that we're going to be releasing over the next, you know, few weeks, these things were all powered by AI, helping us to take transcripts and different memory from our AI account and different trainings that we've already done and kind of, you know, make sure that we're utilizing a lot of the same core messaging and core concepts that we have here at Legendary, but of course, integrating AI into, you know, what we're doing and what we're teaching, and then using AI to help put it all together. It's been a crazy experience. But speaking of, there's no shortcuts to creating quality content. Not only do we know that from just doing the show and from doing the other types of content that we've got going on, but also just from putting together quality products like we're doing right now.
Yeah. Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. I mean, it's been a lot of work, and there's always areas where you feel like you could maybe cut a corner or whatever, but it never, right? It never results in a better product when you do it that way. And the amount of time that I think we've saved using AI, just putting together some of the stuff we have, I mean, is incredible. It's been fun as hell too. I mean, two of us sitting there in a room trying to use AI and try to figure out how to get it and figure out these particular things, these little nuanced things about it, and just understanding it fully and getting it to do things that we've never tried to make it do, just to see what the response is going to be. I mean, it's really fun to do that, and it's crazy that you're actually working in the process of just kind of messing with stuff like that, and you're just you're saving time and you're building products, and in here really all you're doing is actually having a good time. So it's it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really interesting. But no, yeah, I totally agree that you don't even have to look. It's honestly, like, don't we can't even start taking for granted the luxury and the benefits that it's given to us, because we were looking for these workarounds and these shortcuts before to try to do things faster. Now we really have like a mega machine to help everything go a whole lot faster. I mean, the trying to think of copywriting and scripts. I mean, you can have 90% of your foundation in literally 10 seconds. As long as it takes you to type a command in there, it's done. And you just watch it print right in front of you. A day's worth of work that is literally done with one prompt. I mean, it's unbelievable.
And we're going to be showing people inside of our new challenge how to use AI to essentially be the message finder, expert finder inside of the person's inside of every person that goes through the challenge, essentially, to help them to see the various things that they already have and know that they could sell and make money from. It's crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Because helping people get a transformation in getting some sort of a result right there as they're going through your product is really where magic happens. And what we're gonna do is, as they're going through our new challenge, they are going to be able to see and experience right in front of their eyes a transformation, a light bulb of realizing that, oh my God, I actually have information, I have experience, I have education that I can use to package in this certain way and make money from it. I didn't realize that. And it has, see, here's the thing, it has absolutely nothing to do with marketing skills. Has nothing to do with marketing skills. So it's not even anymore, my friends. It's not the game. We're about to change the game, because we're about to take our message outside of the marketing niche. Everybody's focused on the marketing niche and marketing to marketers, but we're trying to market to people who don't even realize that they have this, almost as if you were going to go write a book, an autobiography about yourself. You would need somebody, really the secret to that would be the person who is talking and asking the questions and helping to extract your story. Because that's a big, long story. That's overwhelming for the average person to write. It's why not a lot of really well done autobiographies get wrote, because they really have to be, or I guess auto is when you write it yourself, in biography. Anyways, let me know in the comments. Help me out with that one. I'm only a ninth grade dropout.
I think auto is somebody else writes it about you.
Okay.
And a biography you wrote yourself, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. So the what really makes that probably an even better process is if you have somebody there who's helping you to extract that and get that story. Well, what happens, because we're not all natural book writers. It'd be really difficult for me to put all that information and organize it. Well, it's like that also with people. We see them come in and they're like, well, I don't know what niche I want to go into, or I don't know if I have any expertise or any. And it's like, all right, well, let's help AI, or let's let AI help you. And we're going to show you exactly what to type into AI. We're going to show you exactly how to have AI find those strengths within you and tell you exactly what you can monetize. And then we're going to show you how to package that and how to sell that and how to use AI to write all of those ads in video scripts, and do it on multiple different pages and profiles, some that don't even show your face, some that do, without websites, without funnels, without all of this different stuff. That's what our next message is going to be. That's the content that we're creating. We're creating new messaging for the marketplace right now and for what's about to drop. And that's all. Ryan and I have been doing a bunch of work behind the scenes. That's on the docket, and all that's going to be done and ready by basically set third week in May. So
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we basically talk about data-driven insights and making changes based on that, right? This was such a data-driven approach that it's unbelievable. I mean, we basically took the two biggest problems that people have had, whether you even want to call them problems or not, or just learning pains, whatever you want to call it. We took the two biggest problems that people kind of suffered with when they were, trying to start businesses. And we actually were able to use AI to find ways to totally eliminate those things from the process altogether, right? We've got AI just giving you the answer based on you, customized. And that was part of what I was referring to before when we're trying to, perfect these prompts. It's not just get it to give us a good response. Can we get it so somebody else can copy this command and put it in, and it'll give them a good response as well. And so, and then also, a process for if you're brand new and you're not using AI yet, how do you train it properly in order for it to know about you and have that information? Because if you create a new account, it doesn't know your name, right? So you've got to talk to it for a while. We found a way to fast track that process where you could do it inside of about 10 or 15 minutes. So it's unbelievable what we've been. And then, of course, like you just mentioned, the tech. And, I've been even hinting at this a little bit with people that are asking me questions and our support calls and in different places. You could skip all that setup now. There's ways to make money without having funnels and autoresponders, right? You don't have to have software. You don't have to be paying monthly for a subscription to something that's giving you a web page, and you can skip all that. There's ways around it. So talk about workarounds. So there's no shortcuts on creating quality content, but there's definitely some shortcuts on just getting the revenue coming in and giving yourself more time to focus on the quality content. Mainly by leveraging this AI and just using some alternative processes that are going to work just as well. And I'm not saying that, a funnel's a bad thing, or a funnel's gonna, funnels are dying or anything like that, but you can definitely make money and have a profitable business and a consistently sustainable business without one at all. And that's the process that we're gonna lay out for you.
Yeah. And in that process is it's already here and it's already proven, and it's just about us taking that out and having an effective way to teach that to people. And so we're there's no shortcuts to creating quality content here. That goes for both your products or your content, your advertising that you're making out there on social media, but it also goes for the products and programs and courses and coaching programs and so forth that you create. If you go ahead and try to create something quality from the beginning, you're going to be a lot better off, because you're not going to have you're at the very least you'll have something that's yours and proprietary, right? And that matters in today's day and age, when you're building a personal brand. And people can, all this regurgitated crap that's either resold or passed around, regurgitated horse crap. Look, getting something that's proprietary, where you're learning somebody's actual solution, secret formula, or buying something proprietary like a good solid quality watch or something of that nature. You can live your life buying crap, or you can invest in good quality stuff. And I think that people nowadays, if they're looking at buying coaching or courses or something like that, they want to buy something that's unique. They want to buy something that's proprietary to somebody. They don't want to buy a piece of crap unless they're just buying it to resell it, and it's just a piece of crap that's just being passed around. And of course, that's, if you're stuck in those circles, then you're probably running with the wrong losers, if that's the things that you're doing. But if you actually want to educate yourself, and you want to learn something, then, whether you're buying and investing in a course or a coaching program, or whether you're creating one yourself, having it be something that you've actually thought of and put forth the work and are going to deliver and are actually putting forth effort to deliver and make unique to you is important. And as you'll see here over the next month with us, we're releasing a brand new challenge, all focused around AI. We're upgrading our back-end courses, our blueprint specifically, just continuing to evolve our company and our process and our education, giving not only our customers the very best, most relevant education, but also as a company and our affiliates, giving them the best possible opportunity to convert in 2025 and beyond. And right now, what's hot, what's actually making the biggest difference, what's actually moving the needle for people right now is AI, Ryan.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's this, I mean, it is a brand new breakthrough, relatively speaking, but it's not like it's just fresh off the press last week. This is something that we started using when it really kind of, like, AI existed before 2023, but January 1st, 2023 was the first time we used AI in one of our trainings. And that was after, like, hey, this thing just came out, ChatGPT, right? And then I remember the following week we wanted to use it in another live training, and it wouldn't work for us. So we had to, like, sub it out with this other really subpar AI. I remember we were just so we didn't mess up the curriculum. So I mean, this is something that's been going and growing and getting better and continuing to improve and still growing in popularity for 2.5 years straight almost. And, so we've put our time into really making sure that this is something that's actually worth knowing. And this is something that's, worth understanding and getting good at, and a skill that you need. Right. Whereas you'll probably see a lot of other people that's kind of like, there's this one kid I watch who's does a lot of software related stuff. And every week he's talking about the AI leveled up again with the hot brand new AI tool. And it's like, dude, every week it's a new friggin' tool. And I've tried a couple of them, and every single one you recommended sucked. Like, did you even try the tool before you recommended it to me? You know? But obviously we don't do that. You know, we spend our time vetting out the process, figuring out a process that works, and then, you know, we deliver it and we could trade it. So it's all about, you know, where are you going to get the best quality, you know, stuff? And, you know, we've got the track record that we're going to give you that quality information.
The Triggity track record is in effect, people. Please don't play with this name. Don't play with these names. Put some respect on my name. As a matter of fact, the one and only Kim Ballum is in the house with a big hell yeah. Listen, we got a lot of things popping over in our affiliate group. You know that just roughly a month ago we started the Project 100X challenge. Man, we went ham and challenged everybody to 100 pieces of content for per month, and do that for 100 days. And you know, some of you guys have held strong, and you know, good for you. But some of you guys have, you know, fallen off, and you know, I just wanted to take a moment of silence for those fallen soldiers. Yeah.
Life got in the way. It's one of my favorite. We got to put that one on a t-shirt, Dave. We gotta put "Life Got in the Way." That's got to be on our merch. Legendary marketer on the back. Life got in the way. If our designers watching, take note of
that. For real, man. Oh my gosh. Totally, man. I mean, that's the famous words of every last loser, right? It's like, life got in the way, man. But, you know, keep on keeping on, keep on showing up, keep on coming back. I mean, the problem is, and this is the problem with coming back, and not that we discourage that, but it's like, just stay, you know, just stay, man, you know? And then you don't have to keep coming back. You know, life got in the way. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, it did. Life. We all got lives to live, you know? Anyways, it's sad. It's funny as hell, but it's also like, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you are inspired, Melissa. You know, I'm glad you are. I'm now doing 3X on 5 platforms. Thank you, Kim Ballum, for lighting a fire under my butt. Okay, hello. Yeah, well, that's what I was really wanting to shout out, was Kim and how awesome and incredible she is. And perhaps we could twist her arm to come on this week once again and hang and, you know, get down. So, Kim, shoot me an email. I agree, Bonnie. She is a rock star. Amy Goddard said, "I regret failing myself in getting shiny object syndrome." Don't regret that, man. Just, you know, move forward and do what you want to do. You know, don't regret anything. Don't live with regrets. Just move forward and you know, just get it done. Just go win now. That'll make it all better. That'll make you feel better. All right, go win now. Right, Ryan? You don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to shame or guilt or blame yourself or regret anything. We've all fallen victim to the old shiny, spliny monster. Just go win something and you'll feel better, right?
Definitely. Definitely, definitely, definitely. I've spent years chasing shit that was never going to amount to anything. I mean, running around and doing all this different stuff and not sticking with stuff. And the minute I went from one thing to another, everything I just did kind of became wasted time, right? But at the end of the day, I got a good story out of it. I got, I got experience. I know certain things that I've learned and picked up. So I don't really regret anything. What I would say is I know what I'm going to regret if I don't take action. So I'm taking action today to prevent that future regret.
Take more action. Wasn't there a funny video that we saw making fun of gurus, and it was like, take more action? The guru was saying, take more action. I can't remember what that was, but
I
anyways.
remember, yeah, I don't remember
Yeah,
it, but I
anyways.
know what you're talking about.
I mean, and it's like, if you don't feel inspired to take the action, then don't take the action. I mean, it's like CEOs don't need to be motivated every day. Business owners don't need to be motivated every day. They just don't. They don't. I want to make sure, I don't need to be motivated every day. I don't need somebody coming in and being like, Dave, you got a family to feed. Somebody's not coming in giving me a motivational talk every morning. Dave, you've got a family to feed. You've got small children. Get up. I don't have a personal trainer showing up at my doorstep every morning saying, yo, Dave, let's go. Get your protein smoothie and get out here and get ready for your run at 5 a.m. I mean, I'm just motivated by being accountable and building my business. And building my business is like a job, showing up, and I don't even see the difference. There's no difference to me. There's no difference. How you do one thing is how you do everything. There's no difference to me in whether I'm showing up doing a job or whether I'm showing up building a bit, well, whatever. It's just called getting her done. It's called get her done. If there's something that's got to get done, you get her done. And, you show up and you act like things are happening until people start to crowd around. But you got to go out there and act like, you got something going on. It's like anything in life. But I don't think entrepreneurship should be a motivational speech every morning. I don't think, you guys need it or want it. I don't think anybody needs it or want it, especially not one of regret or, anything that's negative or stressful. It's like, you do this because you want to do it, and, because you're living your best damn life. And, you wake up and you do a little dance in the morning because you can. And you remember what you got and what the alternative is. And I mean, that's me now full time here at home for 15 years, loving life, don't even know what it's like to go to a job. I mean, for me, owning businesses, local businesses, for sure. Seriously, because I've thought about this a lot of times over the years. It's like, should I diversify into local businesses and it's like every time I think about leaving my house, I'm like, oh man, like, or going to a location to report in something or look at something or be somewhere in a public space. I just go, I don't want to do that, and it's like, for me, there's a lot of value in just being at home, working at home, that I value and that I love. But anyways,
the dangerous thing for me is, like, now I look at those local businesses and I think, man, I could go in there and in a day I could have that place doing 5x, like I don't know, man. I just got this unrealistic, like, ridiculous confidence that, like, I could blow up any business in the world, and I probably could improve most of them, but I'm on the same page there, where it's like, You know,
Wow.
I've worked, I spent years working places where we didn't even have a clean bathroom to use. I mean, it was ridiculous. And it was like, I couldn't imagine going back to that. I couldn't imagine going back to that. And then you got the drama, the workplace drama that goes along with it. It's like, who's talking shit about this one? And who said this? And, oh, did you know this one came in late because he was drinking the night before? And it's like, I don't care. Like, I'm here to just do my job. I remember there was an epidemic. There was this one, I was working in a shop, and this guy was missing $1 worth of quarters out of his change thing. And he didn't have enough quarters to go to the soda machine. And I'm like, Jesus, just go across the street to the gas station and swipe the card, and meanwhile, a whole half day's worth of work is halted. These guys can't get work done because they got to figure out what happened to these quarters. Who went and took the quarters out of the change jar? I mean, it's ridiculous. I just don't have time for it. I mean, I'm on a whole nother level right now. Like, I can't bring myself down to being like low and petty and just that much of a loser. I couldn't do it. I would
mortal issues. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I might as well just go live out of the ocean or something. I mean, or just, I'd go off grid, I think, before I did that, live off the land.
I get frustrated with petty ass issues and stuff, things that come up too. I really do. I mean, I go back and forth between feelings of like, do I feel entitled? Do I righteous? Like, I'm like, I don't want to have to be dealing with this right now. I think having kids humbled me a lot. I was becoming successful as an entrepreneur at around 27, 28. And that's when I had my now 9-year-old. And then I had my now 4.5-year-old back in 2020, right at the beginning of the pandemic. And kids will embarrass you and humble you, but I mean, yeah, I still get frustrated at petty things, and used to not want to do anything, except what I thought the most high level entrepreneurship in the world was. But again, you can't so much do that with kids, and you'll see that one day if you ever have them. Right now, you're living right now in a situation where you don't have that, and so you can pretty much get pissed and frustrated at just about anything you want. But yeah. For me, it's difficult to because I've got a kid that will go toe to toe in a public place, and so I have to pick and choose my battles about what to get frustrated at and what not to. And you've seen me in a few of those situations with my kids, kind of having a real life standoff, if you will, with a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, it's good. It's good shit. What do you think? What do you think else is important for people to hear today about creating good quality content, not taking shortcuts, not or anything else that we've touched on or that you've been thinking about?
Yeah, just really lean into showing up like you've been doing this for 10 years. Show up, just lean into and just show up like you belong there. And there's a whole bunch of people there. Because a lot of you have this little bit of skittishness in your videos. A lot of you have this nervous uncomfortableness that you can see in the videos. And I can turn this into something where I'm like, I'm picking on somebody or whatever, but I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna say, like, come in and really just own the space in front of your camera and just come in like you're really supposed to be there. That small change will make such a big difference in the way, because it's not, one thing, Dave, you say a lot is it's not what it is, it's what it looks like. Right. So you can have a business with no money coming in, no people helped, no nothing, but you can show up like you've been doing this for half your life, and you will look professional, you will look quality, you will look authoritative, you will appear confident, right? Even if you're like, oh my God, that was the most terrifying thing I ever did, right? If it doesn't look like it was the most terrifying thing you ever did, then it won't be perceived that way. That will improve tenfold, right? So I mean, if there's any one thing really to work on to end up with quality content, at that point, it don't even matter what you're talking about. Anything you talk about can be interesting. But if you can really work on and lean into that piece is going to make a bigger difference than everything else. And then you'll start to get that content that you're actually confident in. And that's when it's going to really level up to the next. Then it becomes like a natural, normal thing. Then it becomes, okay, I'm just turning the camera on. It's not I'm prepping and getting all set up and working myself up and getting prepared for this. You're just always prepared. You just turn it on and you just go. And so if there's any one thing I would say to work on, this is the most important thing, do that, because that'll make the biggest difference, because you can see it immediately, the difference that it makes.
And folks, you just basically got a speech from a teacher at Juilliard, okay, talking about owning the space on the stage. All right. I mean, that was beautiful. That was truly, that was valuable. And I couldn't agree more. And I think that was a great place to put a bow on it. So, my friends, meet us back here tomorrow. We'll be giving you guys more updates here over the next couple of weeks as we have lots of cool stuff coming out and opportunities for you to secure, different things to do with us. One of which being meet us in Nashville, Tennessee for line dancing, learning, riding bowls. I rode a bowl in Austin just a couple of months ago. Having fun, talking shop, getting things done, meeting each other, and having a great mastermind. Of course, that's the first weekend of September. So save the date. And then we've got lots of other great things that are popping off here over the next month or so. So stay plugged in. We'll see you guys in our affiliate group. We'll see if we can get Kim Balam on the show this week, and keep bringing the heat, keep bringing the different guests. Hopefully, you guys have liked more of this marketing talk from Ryan and I, as we've tried to make a commitment to do more of that here in 2025. Casey says she's already packed for Nashville. Let's go. I'm missing a very close friend's wedding to go. Well, we appreciate that. Kim, let's go. All right. Kim's going to be there in Nashville. We just, we know she's going to be bringing lots of heat and lots of love. All right. Well, oh, snap. She said it's her second wedding, though. Oh, my goodness. Casey, you said what you said. All right, my friends. Well, hey, we'll see you guys back here tomorrow for another episode. Ryan, have a great one, my brother. We'll talk to you soon. And you guys get the heck out of here. Have a great day. Be great. Be legendary. Peace. Peace.
See you later.